What's up with you? You already know what it is. Today I want to talk to you about that fear. That fear that you feel inside. When trying to venture off into something new, new business venture, whatever you're trying to do that's new. I'm just here to let you know that you're gonna feel that fear. Regardless what you do, even when you're trying to move up, for the people that do are trying to move up in position in their companies, you have a sense of fear even moving up, even though that's what you wanted. But when you get it, guess what? You got another sense of fear because you really don't know what's going to happen, what's ahead of you. And that's just like when starting a business. You're going to have the fear no matter what. No matter if you have a mentor, no matter if you have the guide, no matter if you have a blueprint, a step-by-step process, you're going to have that fear. Like, listen, me launching what I'm doing right now, teaching people how to do exactly what it is that I do right now. You don't think I have fear? I have fear as well. Because some stuff is unknown to me. But guess what? When you feel that fear, you have to continue to move towards that direction. Because on the other side of fear, on the other side of where you're headed to, it's a breakthrough coming. And I want to let you know that. That's the only reason I'm here today, even talking to you guys right now. Because I kept going towards the fear. I kept moving towards the fear, regardless of what I knew or what I didn't know. I just knew I wanted to be successful, and I was going to just do it regardless, no matter nobody. So, fears, you're going to feel it, and you can't get rid of it. And even when you do make an accomplishment, guess what? Now you want to move to the next level. It's going to be more fear. Right now I'm at the level where I'm teaching people. I got coaching students. I'm, really giving back. Like I said back in 2015, I told myself that. I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, look, I don't know nothing about this home care thing, but I looked into it. I did my research and I knew it was something that I could do, regardless me not having no experience. So you don't think I wasn't scared? Man, I was afraid. I was afraid that I was going to fail. I was afraid that people were going to look at me funny because I wanted to do it. I was afraid that I couldn't do it. It was so much fear in me, but I told myself that, you know what, regardless of this fear, I'm going to keep moving towards that direction because I do believe in myself. And sometimes that's the only thing you have is to believe in yourself. Sometimes your family's not going to be with you. Sometimes your friends are not going to rock with you. They're going to try to detour you into another direction. But, when you have clarity, when you see what you see for your life, and you understand what's at stake and the things that you want to accomplish in your life, you got to face fear head on. And if you were sitting right here in front of me today, right now, I would tell you that no matter where you are right now, you could be working at McDonald's right now. You could be working at Burger King, at the gas station. You could be hustling right now. But if you want to make a change, you're going to feel that fear. But guess what? Fear is good. It's going to keep you on your toes. It's going to keep you moving forward because you don't know. But I promise you one thing. Once you start, get the wheels rolling, fear is still going to be there. But you'll start getting those breakthroughs that you feared once. So you feared this thing. Now you broke through that. Now you have another fear. But it's cool though because you're progressing through the fear. And I would tell anybody, look, when you feel that, man, keep going towards that. That means you're moving in the right direction. That is the right direction. If you feel complacent, if you feel comfortable, I'm sorry to tell you, you just like the rest of the rest of the world, who live paycheck to paycheck, who know they should do something different, but they won't. because fear cripples them. People's opinions cripples them. Nah, you're different. You got to reach deep down in yourself, and you know who you are. So when you look in the mirror, regardless what your status is right now, it doesn't matter. People may be smarter than you. It doesn't matter. People may have a degree and you don't. So what? It doesn't matter. I don't have a degree. But guess what? I'm doing bigger and better things than 90% of the people with a degree. Because most of them, as we know, they're not even working in the field that they went to school for. So why waste your time making somebody else rich? You making somebody else rich. Making their company thrive. When you could be doing something for yourself. But you get held back because you're scared. Listen, move into that direction. Whatever it is you want to do. You might want to be interior designer. You might want to be a real estate agent. You might want to be a life insurance agent. You might want to be a plumber. Whatever it is. Don't let that fear cripple you. Because I tell you one thing, you will live with that regret if you don't do what you want to do now. Trust me. Ask some older people now who can't do it. Who wish that they could. And right now, while you have your health, while you have energy, while you have just the positivity even in your head right now, you got to do it now. Because when are you going to do it? If not today, then when? Time is not going to wait for you. Fear is going to be there. So that's why I'm even making this video. Because I'm letting you know that you're going to feel the fear. But if you believe in yourself and you know you're not going to give up, you're going to succeed. It's just the law. It's a guarantee you're going to succeed. Now, how long it would take, we don't know. But if you don't give up, you're going to get there. And that's all you need to know. And once you have that, and you feel that deep inside, and you know in your heart that you're going to do that thing, unstoppable. Unstoppable. So fear, yeah, it's going to be there. But you look fear in the face and say, I'm not going to back down. It's like a fight, right? If you was in a fight, somebody was messing with you, you going to back down? Because if you back down, guess what? You're going to get beat up. And then when they see you again, they're going to do the same thing because they know that you're weak. Even when you're about to fight, guess what? You feel fear. Fear that they might beat you up. You might win. You might end up in the hospital. It can go a lot of different ways. So when you're about to fight, you still feel fear no matter if you the number one fighter in the world. You don't think boxers feel fear when they step into that ring with that other opponent? Because guess what? They're both skilled. So any day could be their day to get knocked out. But is that going to stop them from getting in the ring because they feel the fear? No, you're going to take it head on. And that's what you need to do in your life right now. Take fear head on. Stare right in the face. And say, I don't care. I know that I'm scared. I know that I want to do this thing. I'm afraid. But I'm going to move forward because I only see good things. I see great things. I visualize what my life could look like. So I'm going to continue to move towards that regardless of what's going on right now. Regardless of who believes in me today. I believe in myself. And if nobody believes in me right now, guess what? I do. And you go. And you don't stop. And I promise you, I'm a living witness to it. I promise you, you will succeed. So look, I'm ending it on this note. I want you, whatever it is, even if you put it on the back burner, some time ago, it could have been years that you wanted to do this thing. I want you to put it back on your table. I want you to go and accomplish that thing that you always wanted to do. I'm not telling you to quit your job if you're working or whatever. You can work your job and still work that thing that you see for yourself, because you can continue to work for people. And any day, you can work 25 years, you can work 30 years, whatever. You think you got the best job. But one day, that job could be like, sorry, we're making cuts. And you made it on the chopping block. You talking about fear? I fear that. You should fear that more than anything, because you literally giving your life to a company without uncertainty. You don't even know. You don't even know what can happen in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years. And it's happened to people that worked their jobs for 20 years and then they got let go. They're going to give them severance. Here's severance pay, but we can't pay. We're not paying no pension. We're not doing none of that. And now you're starting over when you could have been building your own thing 20 years ago, 10 years ago, while you was working on that job. So even if they did tell you bye-bye, you would have been like, I'm good. It doesn't even matter at this point, because I've already been building my legacy to take care of my family. And I know, I mean, it's hard sometimes, you know. We have a lot of responsibilities. You got kids. You got parents that's probably getting older, depending on your age. It's a lot of stuff. You got bills. I get it. I get it. And guess what? They're not going to go nowhere. Bills is not going to go nowhere. You got to live. You got to eat. But I'll say this. When you really want to do something, you will figure it out and find a way to make it happen. If you really believe in it. If you truly believe in it. So stop making excuses. Stop letting fear hold you back. And do what you got to do. You already know. It's deep down inside, so only you going to have to live with that regret if you don't do it. So today, you make that decision to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I know I got to spend some money, maybe make an investment inside whatever this thing is I want to do. But don't look at today. Look at the outcome. Look at your life, or what it could look like if you make a decision today and make that thing happen. Yes, you got to work towards. It's not going to happen overnight. Anything that happens fast, it's not going to last. Understand? So be willing to put the time in. Be willing to go for the long haul. Because I'm going to tell you, you will succeed. And I just want to tell, and then I want to tell you this. So me and my wife, we went to Las Vegas. We went to go see Chris Angel. You know, I'm going to leave you with this. I know I said I was going to leave you with that other point, but I'm going to leave you with this point. So look. We went and we seen Chris Angel. You know, he's a magician, if you don't know. A great magician at that. The show was, man, it was incredible. He did his thing. And afterwards, he got on the microphone. And this impacted me. Because I used to see Chris Angel on MTV. So he got on the mic and he was like, you know, I know y'all used to see me on MTV. And I was doing all this stuff on, you know, different shows or whatever. Guess what? He said he wasn't even really making no money. Yeah, you knew who he was. What'd they say? But the math wasn't mathing. You don't think he was afraid to continue to keep going? He wasn't even getting paid what he felt like he was worth. But he didn't give up. He kept going. And he said at the end of the show, he said, do you know how long it took me to get to where I am right now? Where this guy's making... Literally, I was trying to calculate it with the ticket sales and all that. But this dude is making $500,000 or more a night doing the shows that he do. But he said, and this really stuck with me. He said it took him 18 years to get there. But if it would have gave up, it would have never happened for him. He just knew, if I keep pushing one more day, it can happen. And then the next day, if I keep pushing one more day, it can happen. And that's how you have to be. It may not take you 18 years. You may get there faster. It may take you longer. But what I got from that is, as long as you don't quit, you're going to get there. So look, remember this. Just to exist isn't living. Because if you're just existing, you're not living. Holla back.